Buccaneers have traded for Jason Pierre Paul. We have given the New York Giants a 3rd and a 4th round pick for the one-handed man who last year got 8.5 sacks on that one hand, I might add. So let's talk about this move. First, let's talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What did they get out of this move? Well, Jason Pierre Paul is 29 years old, and he is scheduled to make $11 million this upcoming season. He's also going to make $13 million the season afterwards. So he's on a pretty big deal. He signed a 4-year, $64 million contract a couple years ago. Maybe they restructure his deal, maybe they don't. But getting Jason Pierre Paul for a 3rd and a 4th round pick, that isn't too bad. I think that's actually pretty good. That's kind of what was given up for Robert Quinn, a little bit more. We didn't just give up a 4th round pick though. We swapped 4ths with the Giants. We swapped 4th and give a 3rd. Not too bad in my opinion. I really like Jason Pierre Paul. The whole one hand thing kind of bothers me, but he proved that he can do it with one hand. 8.5 sacks last year. That is literally more than a 1/3 of what we had last year, so just keep that one in mind. Add in the fact that we have Vinny Curry as well, pair that up with Gerald McCoy, and not a bad looking defensive line. This does concern me a little bit for the draft because that'll be interesting. We'll get to that in a second. But moving on to where the Giants probably just wanted to shed a big contract that they didn't need anymore. Like I said, Jason Pierre is getting a little bit older, so maybe they just didn't want that big contract on there anymore, and maybe they want to look to the draft and get some younger prospects. But let's talk about this draft real quick. So that essentially confirms that Bradley Chubb's probably going at pick number 2. And if the Colts get Quentin Nelson at pick number 7, what does that mean for the Bucs? Well, this definitely makes things a lot less likelier now that we are going to get a Bradley Chubb or a Quentin Nelson, or even a Saquon Barkley maybe for that matter. Saquon Barkley now definitely seems like the most likely to fall to us, but this definitely ruins everybody's Bradley Chubb plans. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, I would have liked Bradley Chubb or Quentin Nelson a lot, but it seems like neither one of them is going to fall to us. So where do the Bucs go from here? Well, Derwin James or Minkah Fitzpatrick are a trade down. That's pretty much left because Bradley Chubb isn't going to be there under any circumstances now. Quentin Nelson probably isn't going to be there under any circumstances now. And it's going to be either Derwin James, Minkah Fitzpatrick, or a trade down, which if I had to pick, I guess I would pick Derwin James or a trade down. So, all in all, I like this move. The Bucs reformation of their defensive line is complete. Your ends now are Vinny Curry and Jason Pierre Paul. Let me just pause for that one. And your defensive tackles are Gerald McCoy, Bo Allen, and Mitch Unrein. Bucs fans, how do you feel about that defensive line? I like that line a lot. A little bit older, but Jason Light and Dirk Cutter don't have much time, so I could see why this move had to get done. But again, for a 3rd and the swapping of 4th round picks, I don't hate this move. 29 years old, we'll probably have him for the next 3 seasons. I really hope we restructure his deal. We probably won't, but I hope we do, because we're paying him a lot of money, but he's pretty good. But him and Vinny Curry, holy crap. Throw in Gerald McCoy. Our defensive line's gone through a lot this offseason. So really, when you look at their front 7 now, somebody just pointed this out on Twitter, I guess you could say. So when you look at their front 7, it's Jason Pierre Paul, Vinny Curry, Gerald McCoy, Bo Allen, Levante David, Quan Alexander, and Kendall Beckwith. Can you guys really be mad with that front 7? I really can't. But Bucs fans, sound off in the comments section below. Did you like this move? Did you hate this move? Again, let me know. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. I guess I'll be talking more about this move as time goes on. I might do a live stream tonight talking about it. Very late, though, probably around like 10:30. So yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And as always, I will see you in the next video. But until then, goodbye for now, guys. See ya.